Hello guys and welcome to a big FAQ on Space Marine 2. Yes, we've got loads of questions answered about the game, including the console version of the game, the FPS, the resolution, cross-save, cross-progression, cross-play. So let's jump into this big fat FAQ. Will progression be saved when playing offline? Be assured, or reassured, the campaign mode progression will be saved offline. So you can play the campaign completely offline. Thumbs up, love that. The PvE mode though, operation modes, you will need to be online. So if you want to get any sort of progression, requisition points, perks, skins, other rewards, you need to have an internet connection. So make sure your internet is working fine. I did disconnect once because the servers went down, and yeah, I didn't get any progress. So yeah, a little bit annoying. Whew. Right, next one. Does cross-platform saves work well? Question mark. So a service called Pros, you can basically transfer your save to another platform, which is pretty useful. But I wouldn't say it's consistent cross-progression. So you have to, say I was playing on PC, I then transfer my save to PS5, which works well. Say I then play on PS5, I don't know, for 2 or 3 hours, I then have to transfer it back. So it works, but I would say it's great. Opinions, I guess. Does it support LAN? LAN? When was the last time a game had LAN support? I don't get that. Will game support crossplay? And can it be toggled off? Okay. Yes, full crossplay between Steam, the Epic Games Store, PS5, Xbox Series X and S will be supported on day one. I did see it during the preview period, like a toggle basically, to turn it off and on. So yeah, you can turn it off, turn it on. You can play with your chosen platform if you wish, but cross-play is epic. It keeps the game, it keeps support for the game, keeps players in the game. You can still keep finding PvE friends to play with or to play on multiplayer. Cross-play is going to be so good for this game, particularly in the long term. So this is a pretty big one. We've sort of had this confirmed already, but is there any restrictions on the class you can be within operations and the Eternal War? So operations, only one class per operation. Eternal War, which is a max of 6 players, you can have a limit of 2. So 2 snipers, 2 assault. Yeah, so that's how it works. I would like maybe a game mode where we could be all snipers. We could all be heavy, maybe later down the line, but for the launch at least, only 2 PvP and 1 for operations. Confirmation, we have no friendly fire on all 3 of the gameplay modes. That's campaign, operations, Eternal War. You can sort of annoy people a little bit, sort of like throw grenades, but it won't actually do damage. Okay, so this is the big one. So this is about PS5, Xbox X and S resolution. So the quality mode is 4K resolution at 30 FPS. Performance mode is up to, a little bit of clarity there, up to at 1080p. So they're not saying it's a consistent 60 FPS, which is a slight concern. Please note on Series S, the quality mode is 1440p at 30 FPS, and there will not be a performance mode. So if you have a Series S, you cannot play at 60 or anywhere near 60. Yeah, that's disappointing. And again, the clarity around the FPS on performance mode, we need that PS5 Pro ASAP, because that's, damn, that's annoying. What kind of communication tools will you have in-game? There's a voice chat. I've used it quite a lot, actually. It's basically like a toggle option. You can have it on constantly. You can have a speech detector. So yeah, it works pretty well. I've enjoyed using the speech so far. Support for the DualSense has been confirmed, which I actually picked up when I played it on PC. We will support the false triggers, but no haptic feedback at launch. Yeah, the triggers felt pretty good, actually. This is a pretty big one, because the game looks pretty, I mean, it looks very pretty. The lighting looks great, but it does confirm no ray tracing, no HDR is not going to be supported at all. So that's kind of surprising, and there's no plans here to add it post-launch. It's locked in, like no ray tracing, no HDR, that's it. They are going to be launching DLSS 3 and FSR 3 after launch, and available at launch is DLS 2 and FSR 2. which is available. I've used it already. So yeah, a little bit disappointing. Ray tracing in this game would look incredible, but the game's already particularly challenging on the high settings already. So, and again, adding that ray tracing would be difficult. Is the game compatible with widescreens? Widescreen support is planned, as it was confirmed the other day. So it will be coming after launch, we believe, at the end of September. Will the game be playable on Steam Deck? Then that would be a challenge. That would be a challenge indeed. But they're planning before the end of the year to have full support for the Steam Deck, which is nice to see. Currently, no plans to support any kind of mods. They do have easy anti-cheat on PC, so that's I don't have much experience with easy anti-cheat. If it's bad, let me know in the comments. But there's no DRM, which is a great news. It will be available on day one on GeForce Now. No, it won't be available on Game Pass. You ain't getting games like this on Game Pass day one. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. Can HUD be removed? Is there like a cinematic mode available? Though there's no actual cinematic mode available, where all the UI elements could be turned off at once, all of them can be individually displayed or removed through the settings. I must admit, I think I tried to turn them all off, but something was still on. I can't remember what it was now. But maybe that's been fixed for the full launch. Will I be able to preload the game? This has been a big question. Really weird. I don't know why this has happened, but PC, no preloading at all, which is kind of weird. I don't get that. I can't remember that the last time that even happened. Preloading is available for the Xbox X and S. Preloading for the PS5 will be available on the 3rd of September, 11 AM UTC, for anyone that's ordered the Gold or the Ultimate Edition. For the Standard Edition, that will be available on the 7th at 4 PM UTE. Do I need to have played Space Marine to enjoy Space Marine 2? Having played Space Marine is absolutely not a requirement for playing and enjoying Space Marine 2. Both game storylines can be enjoyed individually, and both offer brutal third-person action gameplay. Well, I can agree with that. Personally, though, it'd be good to sort of know some points in terms of the story of the first game. It's definitely a benefit. So maybe you can watch my gameplay on my channel. The full first game is up on my channel, or go and play it for yourself. The game still holds up pretty well. If you have time, try and play the campaign before Space Marine 2, in my opinion. You can change the subtitles. There's also lots of colorblind modes as well, which you can see here right now, which is lovely to see. The game is fully voiced via 7 languages: English, French, German, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, and Mandarin Chinese. All texts are available in no less than 17 countries. I won't list these all out, but you can see them right now. So, let me know in the comments if you guys feel like you're not being represented here, particularly in the text part. Let me know. And the PC version unlocks at 5 PM. This is the Gold and the Ultra edition of the game. 5 PM London. Again, you guys can see on the screen right now where you live and when it's going to unlock. For console, for some reason, it unlocks 3 hours early. So 2 PM. Yep, great. And this is the full launch, which I believe is the same time on PC and console. So 5 PM on the 9th. So yeah, and that's when everyone can officially play Space Marine 2. Oh boy, I feel like that covers everything at the moment. Yeah, as far as I know. A very fulfilling update. Lots of clarity on like performance and stuff like that. Again, the only thing that concerns me is if I had a Series S, I'll be a little bit upset. And this is a bit concerning. This up to 60 FPS. That is a little bit concerning. But I'm really excited to obviously jump in the game, play the campaign, play the multiplayer for the first time, play the rest of the PvE missions I'm excited to play. This game, from what I played, is incredible. I think the cross-save function as well is great. Could be slightly better based on my experience. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And bye-bye.